Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash. And no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heat.
Goes for the shot! Smashing save, really good save that.
Zico probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Looking for options for movement.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That is ended up in no man's land. Tries from distance. And for a moment, time stood still.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Plays a sharp little ball here. He is through here. And the ball's gone astray. And the pass is intercepted. Pelé. Well, that looks a decent ball. Can he finish? Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
It's Pelé! It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Milan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
He's picked his way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, he's been caught napping. Goes for a shot! It's a goal! Well, there was to be no other outcome.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Searching pass he's played there. Beckham. He shifted it to the flank. Zico providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Milan presented with a golden opportunity here to increase the lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
And that'll be the last act of the first half.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more and probably only one result coming here.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1.
Substitution in progress.
There's the start of the second half. A probing pass. No luck with that dink over the top. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a good run down the left. And he was alert to it.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And it's Thuram. Maldini. It's not an especially good pass, that. Dida. And it's Thuram. Maldini. Can he get it through? Kane! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Now it's Scholes. And he's running through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Could be danger here. Great chance! He scores! Just one goal in it now. Game on! An act of charity gratefully received.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
And Romario! That's unlucky, just wouldn't come down.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Now, can they get him away?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Substitution.
Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Now it's Yamal. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, well played.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Alexander-Arnold. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, this is Romario. Ter Stegen claims comfortably.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a pretty loose pass. Very much into the last knockings. preservation mode. Davids is someone so often referred to as the
There will be
defender's
5 minutes
defender.
added time.
Pele in acres of space out wide.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Probably be looking to play it square from here.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Romario shapes to shoot!
Sticks it away! And just like that, he's into double figures now. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway.
In Uli Hoeneß, Peter, I think we have one of Germany's greatest enigmas, one of the most decorated players, but it's a career plagued and cut short, unfortunately, by injuries.
And I guess you can empathise with that, Jim.
Yeah, there's always that element of how good could he have been?
Despite it all, though, he did win 3 European titles and 3 league titles. He was a world champion, and all of that in 8.5 years, which says quite a lot about him.
Not bad.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He's picked his way through. Dida deals with that nice and simple. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Mbappe! And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Oh, well played. Davids is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Lahm. Oh no, what has happened here? And he's managed to get free. Mbappe! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Rijkaard! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. Hoeneß is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. And they can counter here. That was good pressing. Forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And it's made its way to him. Oh, right place, right time. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And this is Cruyff. Lahm. And it's Beckham. Tries a deft little ball. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And it's Lahm. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Lahm, it's a mighty effort! He's scored!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal could serve as a wake-up call for the hosts.
And the first 45 minutes are up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Milan are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
Substitution.
Here we go again then. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Well-timed, excellent interception. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Always onto this. He is through here. Shapes to shoot. He scored. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Mbappe.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Oh, that's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Davids. And this is Del Piero. Milan suddenly appear frail.
Yes, from comfort zone to a stage of uncertainty, perhaps.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Madrid are down to 10 men.
Substitution on the field. Number 15.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Well, there is that saying, Peter, that if it isn't broke, don't try and fix it. But I suppose you don't want to risk anything in a game like this.
And it's lofted through here. Beckham. Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, perfectly measured that. Del Piero goes for the shot! Oh, it's a stunning goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Two ahead, late in the day, game over surely. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Milan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Del Piero. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Batistuta providing... And the shot! Now it's Doué. Has a shot! That's a half-decent try.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
And if you do have a chance today, please take some time out to give your support to our Better Stadium Fund.
Hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. Beckham! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Chance, surely! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
Germany with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Climbs up big! Oh, it's come off the upright. He's shifting through the gears here. Matic with the cross. Lahm clears it away. He's having a go. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right.
Well, you'd expect nothing less from him, Peter.
Good ball, good take. He is through.
That's
here.
good play from him.
He's come in hard. Beckham goes short. Oh, this is a great position. Hernes. Hernes! Oh, it's come loose. Has another go. In for the pieces. And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Pele clearly knew where that was falling. He'll be disappointed he didn't put it away.
Now it's Pele. Can he get on the end of this? Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
And no, that was never going to make it. Beckham. No, no way through. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That's the keeper's ball. Pele can see things others simply cannot. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Pele. Flings in across.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
In again. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Thuram. Pele. That is a brilliant interception. He can get that clear.
There will be
Looking for options for movement. Aimed in towards the centre. Romario! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Up he goes! It's there!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too and sets up a decent chance to go on and...
And the first half is done. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Milan happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0.
substitution for Milan. Number 6, Palace. Coming on to replace
And
him
we're off
is
again.
Number 13.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Carlos Augusto cuts it out. Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. He's free, he has got space. He rises! He scores! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
57 minutes.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what...
It's a mighty effort! Goal, Milan! Into the lead once more. A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Milan go into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Carlos Augusto does really well to win the ball there. Knocks it into space. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue, and they'll get clinical.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Looking for the run. Oh, perfectly measured that. There's the shot! Goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Delivers the ball. Defending of the desperate variety. That is good strength. Now can he find a chance? And it's there! And they are cruising away. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
He has found a way through. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement.
4 added minutes
Beckham.
have been indicated.
Now, can they get him away? Yamal. Lam has it in a wide position. And he gets rid in a hurry. And that is as far as it goes. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was, for me, well-deserved and well-earned.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
And a quick reminder today that parking in the area around the stadium is strictly forbidden. Please use parking provided by the club or any other paid parking facilities in the area.
Milan get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Marc-Andre ter Stegen. He's got everything you'd want from a top-level keeper. Great shot stopping, but also a very cool head and a good organiser. What's more, he's very happy to play sweeper-keeper behind that defence.
And Messi! There it is!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Played out towards the right wing. Cruyff. Messi looking to get on the end of this. And that has been knocked clear. Oh, they can break here. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Oh, easy pickings there. Hernes. Out towards the flank.
Milan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now it's Messi. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Cruyff.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which...
Applies the finish! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
Eto'o. Real chance! Goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Well, the angle wasn't good, and neither was the keeper. He scored then when he had no right to.
Takes a shot! It's in! And that for him is goal number 10.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Milan get themselves back into contention.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Milan are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Played out to the right. No, that's been intercepted.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Back into the middle. Cruyff. Oh, well played. Hernes. And there's his chance to lead the counter.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
He's gone for goal! Oh, that was close. And the half-time whistle goes. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
And we're underway again.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Beckham. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pele. Yamal. Ter Stegen claims comfortably. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Pele. Now it's Yamal. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Yamal was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. 60 minutes played. Nice sequence of passes this. Lahm has it in a wide position. Played in deep. He rises! That's going to go a long way. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And back it goes. And that's a good ball. Looking to play. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! AC Milan are all square. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
We have ourselves a real game here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And he shoots! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Number 18, Stoichkov. Number 19, Ito. Number 10, Johan Cruyff. Coming on the field, number 15, Bale. Number 20, Fernando Torres. Number 26, Kagawa.
And he's taking no chances there. And it's Bale. Chelsea are looking to go forward now. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
This is it then, now or never. Zico really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And this is Bale.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mix.
Bale! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! Simplicity itself.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Chelsea take what looks to be a decisive lead.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Oh, that's a key interception. And that's that. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, Ultimately decided by just the odd goal. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Milan never really got into this game. I think conceding early as they did seemed to...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Takes a shot! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials. Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final...
It's Pele! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Milan with the corner, there first. Beckham! And he's following up!
Finish he needed.
Milan have their second corner now. Del Piero with the short one. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Romario! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Manchester United are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And Messi! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. First quarter of an hour gone. Denilson. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Denilson. Manchester United trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is...
Del Piero!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Denilson. And it's Cruyff. Denilson powering forward here. Now it's Cruyff. Nicely. Terrific header! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? Lahm just loves to go forward whenever he can. He's in a great position here. Shot a goal! Deftly away. And smartly reclaimed. Denilson. Denilson purring through the gears. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And he was quick to react. Pele is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Denilson. It's Cruyff. Nicely weighted ball. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Beckham. Messi. Lahm is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Davids. And that's really well manoeuvred. Cruyff.
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Cannavaro. And it's Del Piero. And there's the shot! And he comes up trumps again. Lahm is always looking to play quality balls.
Milan really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Pass is just off target. Cannavaro. And it's Lahm. Davids. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Del Piero. Del Piero.
shoots! They've done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
That was magnificent, the way he...
And that'll be the last act of the first half. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Milan really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Milan sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up.
Substitution.
So off we go once more. Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Cannavaro. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Picked out, shapes to shoot! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
A case now of complete control. Costa Curta. And that has put paid to that. Davids producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Eto'o. Cruyff. He's being urged to shoot. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through. Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Aimed beyond the defence. Lahm plays it in.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
He's having a go!
No, not quite.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Oh, given away. Daniil's
Shot, surely! He has done it!
A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Nesta is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending. Lahm. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And it's Eto'o. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Rijkaard. For Lahm. Costa Curta. Now it's Batistuta. Tries to play it through. And there's green grass ahead of him. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, super ball. Cannavaro. Knocks it into space. And he cuts out the supply. And he's only too happy to take that back. Rummenigge. Eto'o. Beckham. Davids. Lahm. He's picked his way through. Del Piero! Nesta. Rijkaard. Stood up well to him there. The final 5 minutes. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And it's Beckham. And here's Del Piero! Denilson.
There will be 1 minute added
So just
time.
1 extra minute for stoppages. Cannavaro. And that is as far as it goes. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Del Piero, voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Parking in the area around the stadium is
Well, what are your
strictly
thoughts on
forbidden.
today's game then, Jim?
Please use parking
Milan
provided by the
definitely
club or
impressing
any
me
other
here,
paid parking
especially
facility
the
in
way
the
that
area.
attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
Couldn't squeeze it through. And here's Yamal. Zico. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Lam got a long way forward to join the attack. Massaro, face to face with the keeper. Oh, he's caught him in or out. Milan really could have done without this. To open the scoring. And he's buried it! 1-0. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And it's from Mario. Look at the shot at goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Milan with the corner, there first. Cleared away. Goes looking wide. Can he finish? It's hit the crossbar. Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Lam. Some good work on the right flank here. Oh, sweet feet. Cannavaro demonstrating his defensive quality there. Beckham stood his ground strongly. Stab it! Oh, it's a foul. It could be a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to restore parity. A formality. We're level. Not much more than a formality.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
Milan grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Isco is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Cannavaro. And here's Mbappe, looking for options for movement. Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw...
Goes for a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
He gets big. Decent enough try.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Lam. Davids is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Isco. Cannavaro. Forward it goes. And the half-time whistle goes. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each.
Outside this stadium. Thank you very much for your cooperation. Substitution in progress.
Milan get the ball rolling for the second period. Milan different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
And here's Zico. It's Zico! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Isco looking to penetrate opposition lines. Zico. Milan looking to pass their way through. Yamal. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Massaro. Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Davids. And it's Beckham. Romario. He's free. Romario! Xavi Alonso. Nesta cuts out the pass. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Bale. Baresi makes the interception. Romario. Now it's Yamal. This might He's had a shot! Goal! Milan! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Milan take the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And it's Azar. Oh, easy pickings there. Yamal. 75 minutes played. Quick look, then plays it in. Baresi attempts a clearance. They want to be quick to recover this. And he's only too happy to take that back.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Beckham. Chooses to go cross-field. That's a sharp pass. And this is Bale. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
This is a show of real intent to add another goal to their lead. No hesitation whatsoever. Bangladesh really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain.
He's got tall! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Number 22, Isco. Coming on the field is number 10, Ronaldinho. 2 added minutes has been indicated.
Lam. That's that, the end. Milan have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Romario picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Please watch the screen if you have
Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
Well, what we've seen is a team that refuses to accept the game might have just got away from them. They stayed true to their style, and turned this right on its head. This is a tremendous win.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And it's Lam. Wriggles his way through. Lam got a long way forward to join the attack. Pele. Rijkaard defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Nesta calmly anticipates.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Lam plays it in. Adams is there, and can he finish? Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Beckham just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. What a climb! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Hernes is someone with real dynamite in his boots. 2022, the year Lionel Messi reached his points of fulfillment.
The jewel in the crown, Peter.
And I wonder, Jim... Hernes! Now here's the delivery. Adams tries to clear. And it's skewed away. Takes a shot. No, not quite.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Pinches it off him. Davids is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Pelé looking for the run, and he shoots! Goal! Milan! First blood drawn. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Davids has good running with the ball to Messi. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Joelinton is sharing after that one.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Chips it through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Milan, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up.
Substitution.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And this is Messi. Oh, smashing header! They've done it! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Certain, searing, and imperious.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Oh, good-looking ball. Aimed beyond the defence. He is through here. In by Del Piero. Up he goes! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
A case now of complete control.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And here's Messi. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Nesta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Played back in.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Lahm tries making a foray down the right. Borussia Dortmund are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape.
And the shot! Alessandro Del Piero! Another ice-cool goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! Yet another goal in an awesome performance! They are in complete charge! Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Milan are having a ball here. Played into space out wide. That's gone for a throw-in. Linton. Rijkaard. Messi. Oh, that's a key interception.
That's good play from him.
And Messi! And the ball's come loose here. Messi! Beckham. Pele conjures time and space where few can. Pele. And this is Messi. Oh, what a ball!
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. And it's Beckham. Del Piero. And with that, the final whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw.
And we come to you now
Pele
with a quick
taking in the
request
accolades,
for
having been
our
named man of the
champion,
match,
Chance
and
in football.
deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
There's no shortage of great fullbacks in the game today, but Robertson really is among the very best. Some true legends of the game have sung his praises, and I can't disagree. Pace, directness, distribution are all his outstanding qualities, and he does it time and time again.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Hernus plays a sharp little ball here. Robertson. Now it's Pele. Busquets charging forward, the ball at his feet. Busquets purring through the gears. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It's a good spell of possession, this. Van Basten. Now that's a fine challenge. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Romario. Nice sequence of passes, this. Oh, it's come loose. Hernus looking to be a menace in the final third. Now it's Pele. Now it's Romario. Now it's Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. Lahm plays it in. Decent chance! Goal! Milan! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So we have our breakthrough. Good effort from distance. He's having a hit! Now that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it. And it's Van Basten.
Milan can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
He's in plenty of space here. Oh, smashing header! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Tries to play it through. Van Basten. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Now it's Romario. Messi. Hernus! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Pumazunam really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, there's a probing ball. And he was quick to react. And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
And we come to you now with a
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Milan leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Some good work on the right flank here. He's got away, crossing. It's a mighty effort! Oh, he's hit the bar! Great chance! Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it. Now they have it.
Hernus.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, he's been caught napping. It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Milan are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them, and it's amazing how much one goal can change things.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make any prediction on this right now. It's Pele! He scores! And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Milan go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, everything is going to plan, Pete.
Shoots! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are pulling clear here. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Has a look and plays it forward. And smartly reclaimed. De Jong. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, that's well done. Really robust.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And here's Romario. Well, now it's a race for the ball.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
And this is Van Basten. Oh, he's burst through. Lahm. 4 extra minutes added on. Messi. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Adams. And that will be it. Ah, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect, a win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Hernus taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.